All right, test one, two, three, test one, two, three. Hope you guys are all having a very, very good day here. Let me make sure everything's working. I'm going to turn the audio off for today, except for my voice, and there we go. Hey, Villa, happy to see my man Carter B. Way Wilder. Happy to see all of you guys here. A few more months to go sideways. I hope it's not that long. At least I hope we find the bottom within those few months. That way we can just, buy and just be only going up. That's how I usually feel about the markets here. Let me give a treat to Loki here. There you go. Oh, look at you being a good boy. One, two. Oh, that was your fast trumper. Yes, sirree. All right. So, happy to see all of you guys. Hey, Striker, happy to see you as well. I think kind of the gist of what I'm feeling with this market right now is like we have an opportunity to actually have a decent reversal. We're not there yet, so I'm not getting too excited, but I really am getting excited that we might have an opportunity for at least a week of going up. Again, like maybe 5 to 7 days of some good trades, and then we start to pitter-patter back out again, and things get a little bit more, bearish, whatnot. So I think a lot of what we're going to be talking about today is what we actually talked about this morning when I put out that video. Sorry for the late video here as well. I was going to try to put it out around 8 o'clock, but it took an hour to get uploaded, and I think my Wi-Fi is slowing down on the upload speed, so I got to get that figured out. But anyway, I'm waiting to see if we can start breaking above some of these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, and if so, I think there's some good things ahead for us, at least, for the next week. We're still kind of rocky on that weekly chart. One last thing here before we get started. I'm trying out music in the background for me, myself, not for you guys. So if you guys hear some music, let me know so I can turn it down. That way, YouTube is getting ticked off at me for playing music I'm not allowed to be streaming. That would be a bad situation where they might just literally turn off my stream while I'm on it, and then everything looks really bad, and, I might get a strike or something like that. Bad stuff. So, just so you guys know, let me know if you guys hear any, loud music in the background. I don't really have it loud right now, but I just want to make sure. All right. And hey, 3-piece meal, happy to see you, my man. Zazari, 88 Chrome, 3-piece meal. There you go. Pump up this. I'm thinking of doing a long here actually in a few minutes. Hey, B-Way, almost to 100,000 subscribers. Getting close, guys. Getting very, very close to 100,000 subscribers. And hey, Ken, happy to see you very, very much. And Haram to you guys. All right, let's get started here with the base here. Or the basics, I would say. All right, we're looking at everything here. And, of course, let me go back over here to the daily. The daily, we're still bearish here, but we're at a support level. We're trying to hold desperately, and we're trying to see if we can start making our way back up, basically, right? However, on the 4-hour chart, we are still bearish. Unfortunately, that is the case. We're hoping to break out here, which is the reason you'd be buying right now. You'd be buying right now with the stop loss right there, and literally just leaving it alone. That's the goal here for right now. All right. Now, if we are able to make that breakout, then we start heading back up here to that next level of resistance. Post that, we have a green change of character for the 4-hour chart. And we'll be going more, in depth with all that type of stuff in a little bit. But that's kind of the goal for right now. I feel like if you guys are looking to hold on for maybe a day or two and just make a quick in and out, I think it may actually open up some doors with altcoins here, which is another reason you guys might be more involved in this type of stuff. All right, see, when I'm leaning back like this, I notice that I'm not up at the top right here, but if I lean straight up, then I'm okay. But I think I'm still going to lean back because I like being in this reclined mode here. Feels peaceful. Anyway, 1-hour chart still pretty darn bearish as we look over it. Mostly because the 4-hour chart's bearish, right? You're not going to buy on the 1 hour unless the 4-hour is looking good. As you can see right here, that was a pretty horrible trade for those that tried to go long off of that. Hence the reason we got to wait a little bit longer for that signal to tell us we can do a little bit of a more day trading. However, if I zoom out here a little bit, will it change up a little bit for me? No, okay. Well, there is a little bit of resistance up here. This is actually at the wrong spot, but it's kind of right up where those two candles kind of peak right here. Let me move this. There we go. So a little bit of resistance on the 1-hour chart, hoping for a breakout here soon enough. Same thing with the 15. If you guys were looking for a day trade right now obviously would be it. My only fear is if you're going to do it, if you must do it, maybe you're not waiting for the 4 hour or something like that. If you must, you're cutting yourself real short with that stop loss, which means that stop loss is going to be pretty much at $60,712. All right. Current price is $60,982. It's about a $300 level. Okay. You can try to move it down a tad bit more if you wanted to down here, or you could even have it be all the way back down here towards 59,000 if you guys wanted to. That's an option. For me right now, I think I'm much more of the wait and see, or at least a small buy-in position to get things started. Having a stop loss much lower than this short-term one right here, because I don't, you know how sometimes we have a dip and rip. Is this really the dip going into the rip, or is this a small pump going into a larger dip than the rip? You know how we get shaken out a lot right before we make a big move. It's usually that type of stuff. I wonder if we have the same thing a while ago, if there was actually a shakeout here. Like this, yeah, we pumped up for a little bit, then we kind of got shaken out one more time before going up here. But everything was fine once we had to change the character on the 4-hour chart. Everything was fine once we had to change the character on the 4-hour chart. Post shakeout type of stuff. Actually, this shakeout even took out this support level. So I'm kind of just hoping to wait for that. History is telling me to do that, so maybe I will actually. That being said, you could either, there's a few different options, right? You could buy a little bit right now, buy a little bit more if it breaks out with a change of character. You could buy a little bit right now and just wait to see what happens and just kind of leave it as a small position. And if it decides to dip down quite a bit, you could try to rebuy in more, or you can just basically not buy right now and only buy with a limit order if it comes back down towards like $60,000 less. All right. So those are your options, I think, for today. We are looking at some volatility. This week has still been a pretty interesting one. Let's go back over here to this. In the scheme of things, though, this is, it's not a Fibonacci level. In the scheme of things, just so you guys can see the oscillators here. Oh, that was the opposite of what I was going to do. There you go. Only one is good for the dailies, and it's the least important one in my view. So give it a couple more days for the RSI and MACD. I think the RSI should be green if we can hold for maybe another 1 to 2 days, basically. MACD may take like till the weekend at this point. It's not been looking good here, guys. MACD, of course, it's just absorbing this large move we had from the Mount Gox thing. God, I hate saying Mount Gox every time. But yeah, so that's kind of the different ways you can make money right now. The easiest way, I would say, at this point is literally just to sit and wait, because, again, we don't have that bullish change of character on the 4-hour chart. We don't have the daily chart suggesting you guys should technically buy at this point, besides a support level buy, which is that huge stop loss. You don't have to trade right now. But if you have an addiction like maybe myself, you might be doing that one, buy a little bit right now, see where it goes, and have a deep stop loss around like $59,000. All right, so beyond that, there's a few things we have to talk about here too. Last 24 hours, things are still finding a way to rebound. These are some of the tokens that got hit very, very hard over the past few weeks, but they're having some really great rebounds, which is very, very nice to see. Caseoh is up quite a bit. Fetch AI, Ajax, we talked about this a while ago, but they're all doing pretty well. The majority of tokens are not doing this hot. If we go on the other side here, 24 hours, AR, there's a lot more red in here, a lot more red, a lot more red, a lot more red, a lot more red, a lot more red. And eventually it goes back to being green, but it takes a minute, okay? So dollar cost averaging still is going to be where I feel that I am going to be the happiest. And hey, Walter, when does inflation data come out? I believe we have some stuff coming out Friday. Oh God, I hate when this does it. So it's not CPI, it's not PPI, it's is it PCE? Yeah, PCE, core PCE index, and the core PCE year over year. Those are the things coming out this Friday. So if that's lighter than expectations, that may be a good move here. Let me go up a little bit and let me see. Median forecast is going to be at 2.6%, which I think is respectable. Last month it was at 2.8, so that as long as it's going in the right direction, I think we're going to be fine. This morning I showed you guys a little bit of another video off of CNBC where they were talking to Muhammad Al-Arian. I can't pronounce his name as much as I try, besides stuck with my R's. But he was talking about if this number is actually less than expectations or kind of low, good, it's a good number. maybe the Fed should consider cutting rates in July, which is really crazy to me. At first, it was really crazy, so I started looking a little bit more into the data and what he was talking about, a few other Bloomberg videos and some other CNBC videos. But basically, things are slowing down, but I didn't know that right now, apparently, it's not like a nice, easy slowdown type of mentality. It's like if we're heading towards a cliff, we're not heading towards a nice, solid plateau here. So if we mess this up, or the Fed messes this up, it could be a pretty violent move down as far as the economy is concerned. Let me see if I can pull this up here. I was curious about this earlier. Micron shares slide after revenue forecast fails to top estimates. So there's been some forecasting issues here over the last few weeks, and it's been like, oh, I'm just starting to notice them. I would say the last week or so. Let's see. No. SpaceX is building a NASA craft to intentionally destroy the International Space Station. What the heck? Oh, I thought it was going to be to rescue the Boeing people over there. Let's see. Where's it at? There we go. Southwest Airlines cuts revenue forecast, blaming changing booking patterns. That's interesting right there. So again, I would say two things. People are changing the way they kind of book, a little bit different, less money rolling in. And if you guys didn't know, of course, oil prices have been going back up over the last few weeks, and it's definitely been, driving costs up. Planes need a lot of fuel, obviously. But still, interesting news there. But yeah, so we have PCE data coming out on Friday at 5:30 in the morning, my time, 8:30 Eastern time. Oh boy, I'm not waking up for that. I'm sorry. It's going to be already early. I woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning and I already feel dead. All right, before I forget, yeah. So there's a lot of different things happening at this point in time. Last 30 days, there's still a few coins that have been having some amazing runs. Notcoin and Brett are probably your top options here. I did see there was a new token that came out. Blast, right here. I think it's Blast. Is this it? Yeah, same chart for last day. Yeah. This is a new token, I guess, that came out. Right now, it's at a $483 million market cap. I was looking for markets for earlier. Oh, there it goes. It just updated. Well, it was so new that none of this stuff was here. But it's now on its new token. Have fun with it if you guys want to. I wanted to learn more about it, actually, before I went into it. Blast new multiplier. Check your Blast airdrop page to earn the new multiplier. The full stack chain claim phase 1 airdrop, the only EMV chain with native yield for Ethereum and stable coins. Interesting. So it's backed by Paradigm, Standard Crypto, Eagle Capital, Andrew Kang, Santiago, and Larry Cermak. So I'm not entirely sure what this is just yet. I'm going to have to look it up. It looks like Cyberpunk, but I don't know if this is a video game or not. I will look more into it. But yeah, so there's this new token. It's been getting, a lot of people have been searching for it online as far as Google's been concerned. So wanted to bring this to your attention in case you were looking for a medium market cap token, 479 medium market cap. That may go up a little bit higher. This right now, it's up like 33% today though. So usually these things pop, then dump, then you buy them. Think of any IPO out there. Eventually they make their move, but it usually takes a little bit of time. I forget the most recent IPO as far as the stock market that actually made that type of move here. I don't know. I mean, there's things like Hood, I guess, but that's... So I own a bunch of Hood right now. But you see how it kind of spiked up and went down. Really, then I bought a bunch down here, and then it went up. I bought this as a play of like, oh my gosh, I'm hoping they get bought out because management sucks. But now they're actually doing some good stuff right now. So boom, I'm making some money off of it. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure when I should sell this. I think I've sold off like 20% already. The rest of it, I sold it right over here, right before actually that weekly pop. Looking to see what happens next on that one. Very interesting. I did not expect to be making money on that as fast as I did. Yeah, I gotta find out which one that was though. Well, anyway, oh no, two more things. My bad. Bolivia. It's totally side topic here, but again, another reason I'm going for Bitcoin. The world seems to be just kind of going to shit right now, and even if it's like mild shit, every now and again it's going to turn into diarrhea and stuff like that. Let's not worry about that, right? So incredible, another coup attempt in Bolivia. And then boom, you can see, a bunch of military vehicles and stuff like this. As far as I'm concerned, it's already over. The president got the troops to go to his side and stuff like that. So there is no more coup as far as I know. It was a very short-lived coup. But yeah, definitely crazy. I was surprised to see a coup in Bolivia as far as just happening right now. I don't know. The world's kind of on fucking fire. And for whatever reason, we can't get it under control. The U.S. needs to start pushing its thumb on the scale to stop this stuff from going on. Right now, of course, I would say that rumors are abound. Not scandals. What do you call them? Conspiracy theories are abound because people are saying that we're launching this coup in Bolivia to get the lithium because they have a lot of lithium and we need the lithium for our car batteries and stuff like that. But anyway, I just thought this was damn, okay, interesting. The president came out, badass move to actually come to the army. You don't see that happening. Most people try to flee the country or some shit. This guy did his job, came out, told the soldiers to fuck off, and then, the soldiers obeyed him. So good job for him. On Bitcoin's front, same old. I'm going to die on this hill. X needs a better way of showing us what is actually happening and what is popular over the last few minutes. I tried to go up a little bit more here today. Here's Bitcoin. I'm going to refresh the page so we have new Bitcoin information. Today is the 26th. The first one is from the 25th. This one here it is 19 hours ago. Bitcoin Gold, 9 hours ago. See how it's kind of a funky system? Actually, this one is interesting. The U.S. is dumping Bitcoin on your head 16 minutes ago, and another 240.41 million was hit to Coinbase because someone else was convicted of a crime. The government is now harming the value of your coins. Why not burn the coins like the weed and the coke? Can you imagine if America burnt Bitcoin every time it got it? Just imagine trying to get that back. You could never get it back. But yeah, that's basically all the news I saw for Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. As far as the portfolios, still losing a bunch of money, still dollar cost averaging. I'll buy some more here later on. Maybe I'll try to figure out a way to get the Bitcoin down a little bit more. Bluefin, I haven't gotten any trades off of this one so far. I'm still kind of waiting on it. And then, of course, Coin W, you can see by the bottom here, still losing a bunch of money on this one as well. All hoping these dollar cost averages pay off. But at this point in time, it really is just a very, high risk environment to be investing in. You're definitely taking your time and having some tight stop losses, regardless of what you guys do. Again, unless you're doing dollar cost averaging. That's a whole different playbook here. Let me go over here to the 4-hour chart. Because even though Bitcoin's trying to have this larger breakout and start moving back up here to above 62,000, check out Ethereum. Ethereum already tried to make that pump and it got rejected off of it. I'm really hoping that's not going to be the case for Bitcoin. I mean, we launched and then just went poof, back down. It's really what I don't want to see happen with Bitcoin here. Solana, consolidating, hasn't made that push just yet, but it does look like we have an opportunity here to get back up towards 148 if that's you guys' swing trade of the week. That's kind of the goal here for Solana. Other things like Dogecoin and whatnot, we're basically just watching it go sideways and see if it can pop up later on with same type of move. Again, at a level of resistance, but maybe we'll see if it pops off. Bonk coming back down kind of hard. Miro, same type of thing. Ape token, I'm actually optimistic for Ape token to make a push towards $1 here. Again, not much, but $1, Where am I at right now? Comp. A lot of the tokens have a pretty similar look to them right now, right? They've all made a nice little recovery off of those bottoms, but they're really looking for an opportunity to kind of pop. And that's where I think if Bitcoin makes its way back up to $62,000, $63,000, a lot of these altcoins will find that momentum to pop as well. Otherwise, you're going to see altcoins continue to kind of bleed here, actually. So just keep that in mind. Now, where am I at? No, not World Token. There's Ajax. Ajax has been able to pop up here so far. Same with Fetch AI. Easily hitting levels of resistance for each one of them. So I probably wouldn't be buying into these just yet unless they do find a way to break out. But they have been really good day trading candidates as far as I've been concerned. Oh, and finally, dollar index tipping over a little bit here. Perhaps going to be an opportunity for Bitcoin to go up for a couple days, maybe just a few hours. We'll have to wait and see. But again, it's there. We're teetering. I think that is an opportunity, just short term, for Bitcoin to have that pop. There we go. Now I have it to the 15, and we can see if we can push this up a little bit more. So those are your different trading opportunities too. Hey, GOPIN, I appreciate, man, a lot watching. Careful with the meme coins, careful with the leverages, but as long as you're dipping your foot in there slowly, you're going to be just fine. And hey, GT, happy to see my man. And hey, Haram, oh yeah, 99.9. We're getting there. I don't know exactly how many subscribers I have right now, but I can find out pretty easily. Yeah, 99,916 subscribers right now. See? Boop. And it goes up and down live here, so we can check this every now and again. But yeah, definitely a pretty good day. Except for it's a very slow day for Bitcoin, so I probably won't get too many subscribers. It's when Bitcoin's doing something really crazy, that's when the views kind of come flooding in here. And hey, Daryl, happy to see you and you multi-stacker as well. Oh, what do you call DXY ripping? Hey, it's slowing down just a little bit on that 4-hour chart. Let's hope that turns into something. The reason I think it is at this point is, you guys know today is Wednesday. Okay, it is Wednesday. Phew, I almost forgot. So today's Wednesday. And tomorrow out here in America, we have the presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Now, there is going to be no RFK there. However, I'm really hoping that the moderator, I think it's Jake Tapper, maybe somebody else, I'm really hoping the moderator asks a question about Bitcoin. Because if Trump says something pro-Bitcoin, you may see Bitcoin make something more of a short-term pop. Now, I doubt CNN even cares about crypto policy. I really doubt it. But I'm hoping that they want to grow their audience enough or get enough clicks and views that they know they got to ask one crypto-related question. And it's going to be interesting because, again, Biden doesn't like crypto. Up until recently, Trump didn't like crypto. And so will people actually believe it? Or are they just going to say, hey, Mark's riding with us, so we're going to ride with Mark, like Trump's riding with crypto at this point in time? Are we going to ride with Trump? I'm still so curious. I'm really waiting to see how this election pans out over the next few months to see if there's any primaries that actually are decided by how maybe people in the crypto space view their candidates. Just like how last night there was one over the Israel war, I guess, in New York. Not really my cup of tea. I'm like Seattle, New York, way across the country. But again, there was a big issue going on at the local level that affected the outcome of the entire primary election, right? The Fed can't stop what's happening with America and deband the returning dollars. Detend. Debt. Oh, and the debt. And okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, okay, so at a certain point, I think the Fed has done a pretty poor job and a decent job of just keeping the economy afloat. I'm not going to give them so much praise just because, first of all, transitory. That was a pretty freaking horrible thing for them to do for a while. And it cost a lot of people a lot of pain. Imagine your prices going up like tenfold for different, items. And then the government comes out and says, hey, it's just a temporary price increase. The prices are going to slow down eventually. No. It didn't do shit like that. Now, on the other hand here, though, when I think about, how do I even describe this? Now my mind's drawing a blank on it. Inflation. Oh, one of the reasons that it was a little bit easier, I would say, for Jerome Powell to maintain a robust economy was because we pumped in like $6-7 trillion into the economy to keep it going with the Infrastructure Act, the CHIPS Act, the Green New Deal type stuff. I think we artificially propped up our our economy, and now we're just trying to see When does that money run out? What exactly happens? I don't think for businesses it's going to run out too soon. I think more likely it's going to run out for like Americans because of the high prices. And then certain sectors of the economy are going to come down drastically. So think of those places that rely on your disposable income. Ma and pa restaurants or restaurant chains like your Taco Bells and things like that. The name brand places like Kraft, maybe people have to go for those store brand styles. Perhaps at the end of the day, people don't buy as many new cars. They're forced to buy more used cars, so that hurts the dealerships. Macy's, J.C. Penney's. I don't even know if J.C. Penney still exists. Nordstrom's. I go to Nordstrom's a lot. Maybe they're gonna lose on some money. So but maybe Apple is fine. Maybe Microsoft is fine. Maybe Adobe's fine. That type of stuff. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now because the government is giving so many subsidies out to these corporations. Corporations have never been given so much money. It's absolutely insane. But at the end of the day, if the government's giving them enough money, but maybe not the Macy's or the Nordstroms, etc., I could see Nordstrom's and Macy's coming down to suffer while Apple and those guys continue to roar up. And I'm pretty sure that's what we're seeing already, though. If I go over here very fast, let me just pull it up. This is going to be a weekly chart. And I'm going to go over here to YouTube. We already know about NVIDIA, right? Know about Netflix, things like this, where people have disposable income. I'm not invested in Netflix because of that. Microsoft, they're all doing fantastic. Meta doing fantastic here. It would dip every now and again, but still good. But what happens to a company like, Macy's? This is the pandemic lows. It never actually had that post-pandemic rally. Again, look at Google. That's the pandemic. Right? Macy's, pandemic. I don't know why it's like this. For whatever reason, it kind of stretches it. I don't know why. Oh, maybe just the overall time it's been in business. Yeah, it's been in business a lot longer. Yeah, you see how it didn't really have that post-pandemic really ripping? It was still higher in 2015. Something happened in 2015. I just don't know what happened. I think the big players in the hedge fund world just kind of gave up on it. So it came up to retail. Because every time it pumped, somebody was offloading massive positions. It looks almost like a pump and dump scheme. That's what it looks like. Things like Lowe's, you can actually already see it, much more flat. So I'm waiting to see if that actually turns to be much more drastic. I think that's when you start to see people really freaking out a little bit more. Until then, oil is oil is oil. I'm hoping my oil can just hold on here. You guys now own a little bit of it, more than a little. But right now I'm mostly in ExxonMobil. I got to find another oil play here. Maybe I'll look at FinViz a while, and maybe this weekend. Yeah, I have too much money in ExxonMobil at this point as far as I'm concerned. I put all that PXD money in there just because the dividend plays, which, not great dividends, but good dividends, I guess you could say. And then push back up here to Bitcoin. There we go. The goal of today is to see if we can actually have a pump right here. That'd be the good sign. We just got a small change of character here a few hours ago, too, from the 15-minute chart. Try paying $1 a year for 500K years. Oh, geez, yeah, that's... Nope. Let's see. Once you get 100K subs, you get the YouTube plaque. I'll get a plaque, and I'll get a check mark on my name as well. That's going to be a lot of fun right there. Again... Where do I put the plaque, though? I don't, there's a TV behind me. There's speakers. I'm thinking I'm going to have to, I might have to stream in my garage or something and just put up a wall. I don't want to use my guest bedroom for it because I have guests over occasionally. Imagine my guest being, and then I'm just like, hey, everybody, Michael here. Welcome to the channel. There's another guest bedroom I have upstairs, but that's for my sister when she comes back from college. I think her might be her last year though here because I think after her sophomore year she's just gonna stay up north. Yeah, I don't know. I could just literally tilt everything so I'm facing that way, and you guys just see this blank wall right here. That might be the best case. The only reason I hesitate about the garage is because it can get cold in the garage, and in the summer there's some really fat fucking spiders that come in there. I'm not talking about like your small ones. I'm talking about like those walloper ones where you step on it and it goes smoosh. You know, not typically the best way you want to be going in there. And hey, Tony, happy to see my man. I'm doing pretty well. Oh yeah, I mean I've been waiting for this for a hot minute, but give it a few more days. I'm sure I'll be there. I'm excited for it. Gonna wake up. I'm gonna make a post about it or something like that. I got a couple special cigars I'm gonna smoke with you guys during that day. I'm assuming it's gonna be tomorrow or Friday, so it could be a 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock stream on Friday. Tomorrow is the day I finally pick up my suit. Finally, so my goal here is, I'm going to leave here around like 1 o'clock. I'm going to go up to Seattle for a couple hours, grab some lunch, chill out for a little bit. My appointment to do my final fitting, make sure everything is fitting. I bought my own fucking suspenders. I'm going to bring my suspenders up there so they can help me like figure out how to fucking put the suspenders on myself, because I don't know how to, make them fit properly. They're going to teach me how to do it. They're really chill. I'm going to go up there around 4:30. My appointment's from 4:30 to 5. I'm going to walk a couple blocks. I think it's like 4 or 5 blocks from there to the train station. I'm going to hop on the train to go back down to, I think, one of the second or third last stops. And then I'm going to go home. And then I'm going to put on said suit tomorrow with suspenders. Now, it's not going to have my vest because the vest is still being made. They messed it up the first time, so I'm going to have them. I made them redo everything, which they were happy to do, which is nice. But no vest, no tie. It'll just be my lavender shirt with a nice jacket and trousers. Now, you guys obviously won't be able to see the trousers and stuff like that, but you'll see me in a very, very nice suit. But I won't get back until, I won't be able to stream until 8:30 or 9 tomorrow. So just get ready for that. It's going to be a late night stream. I'm going to cancel going to the cigar lounge, I think, tomorrow with a couple buddies, and I'm just going to stream with you guys. Feel this, check out the suit, see how it feels. And then make sure I put it up properly before I go to bed, because it has trousers. It's not your pants, it's trousers. So there's literally no belt. And if I don't have the suspenders on, the trousers literally just fall straight down. It's a crazy concept, but it's chill. It feels way more comfortable. I had a wedgie when I first wore it. They made it so it doesn't have wedgies. And I'm like, you can make pants not have wedgies. Usually if a pant gives you wedgies when you first wear it, you just don't buy it. But them, you can just oh yeah, we can just change it up. And I'm like, you guys are amazing. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm picking up my suit. You will see me wearing my suit for tomorrow's stream. And then I got some black shoes. I'll just wear those black shoes. I don't need to buy new black shoes. I have 3 pairs of black shoes, 2 pairs of brown shoes. I just want more shoes. Maybe I'll get some boots every now and again. I don't think I have any pairs of boots. But boots are more with jeans and stuff, in my opinion. McDonald's, that's a great one right there. McDonald's, Wendy's, Arby's. I mean, Arby's may go completely out of business right there, right? I'm not sure what transitory means. Neither does Jerome Powell. On a big chain around your neck? No, dude, I'm a delicate guy. I like those delicate types of chains and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see this now, but let me see. I do delicate stuff. Like a nice little silver chain. Everything's silver. It's not fake or anything, but simple silver. It's cheap. It's affordable. It's not crazy. One of these days I'm going to get gold. I'm sure of it, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I'm going to have to really have a reason. And I think most of it was because I've been thinking about buying some gold here for the past, I want to say 8 months or so. But every time I think about it, I'm thinking, will I be okay walking around in Latin America wearing all this gold? And I'm like, probably not. Silver, I think I could live with one ring on, like a wedding ring or something like that. I could pretend like it's a wedding ring. But, and then a nice little thing like this. But if I'm wearing a bunch of gold out there, like a lot of my friends wear gold, and they're 20, 30 years older than me, but the way they wear gold and silver, it is flashy. Flashy. And I mean, they got diamond encrusted rings, all types of stuff. A whole different type of vibe. Really chill guys, but a whole different type of vibe as far as the money they make. They know what they're doing. Flavor Flav. Oh, geez, there we go. And hey, Valentine, happy to see my man. Oh yeah, Steve, I'm super excited about it. I shared a picture of it, I believe, the other day. Let me see if I can find it. I think because I remember I was sweating up a storm. Actually, I think I made it my Facebook profile because I haven't changed my Facebook profile since like college. So yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go. Let's see. No, just me. Oh, I thought. There we go. See, right there. Now I gotta change it a little bit. I'm gonna redo it later on. If you kind of zoom in on it, you're gonna see that I'm sweating up a fucking storm because I was walking around. See the sweat drops and stuff. I was sweating up a storm because I was walking downtown Seattle in like 85-degree heat. I was not about that life. I tell you what, I'm not built for the heat like that. Then on top of that, you put on the suit. Yeah, it was crazy. But I had them like fix it up a little bit. The buttons and everything looked fine. I just got to learn how to like pull the suit down because if you with the trousers, everything is kind of fitting loose in there. So if I tuck in my shirt, it's not that the belt tightened kind of holds the shirt in place. So everything's kind of like neat and poof, like, you know, straight. Instead, what ends up happening is if you like stretch and then come back down, then your shirt kind of like pulls up a little bit. So I got to get used to the momentum there. But yeah, it's a pretty chill suit. I don't know how to like not zoom in a little bit here. There we go. But yeah, freaking great fabric. Felt great. Shirt works very, very well. I like the buttons and everything like that. Pocket has my name engraved in the suit. It really is chill. I'm excited to show it off to you guys tomorrow. There we go. Oh, and Bitcoin's still trying to pump here. Model the suit for you guys. I can do as much as I can on the cam here. It's a really chill suit. I think you guys are gonna like it. I mean, again, that gray color, it's like that with the trousers. I would show you a full picture of me wearing the suit that I have. The only issue is I've really fucked up and I had no idea how to button the crotch area. So like the buttons are all fucked up and it just like shows too obviously. So I'm like, I'll show you guys in another way when I get it. Because now I know when we're doing it, you have to. So the way the trousers work is there's like 1,000 little buttons in there. So you start off with the 3 buttons for the crotch, the lowest, the middle, and the high. You start off with those. And then within the suit, it's like for the top part, there's like a button way over here. There's another 2 buttons over here. There's like another 2 buttons over here. There's a lot of freaking buttons. But it works very, very nicely. Then on the side of the trousers, like a clasp so you can tighten them up a little bit more. So you tighten those up. And then you got to put the suspenders on. I got the button suspenders, not the clip ones. So there's like 6 suspender buttons. So you do button, 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 button. Then on the back, button, button. So yeah. It's gonna be worth that $3,000 price tag. Plus the shirt itself. That shirt was like $500 or $350, right? So I'm excited about it. Wear it in good health. Yeah. What do you call? Do I have a plan B in case you meet a hottie? Oh, what do you mean by plan B for in case you meet a hottie? Like here in Latin America, Thailand? I don't know. Hey Loki, you doing okay? Loki's over here being a nice little dog trying to get some extra treats, but I'm like, no. Yeah. He stole bacon while I was cooking this today. Flat out just like stole it. It was on the oven. I was about to throw it on the eye, you know, the fryer. And then boom, he just ran over and took out 2 slices. Ate it raw. Yeah. I'm doing some panning. There you go. You look great in the suit, but why the wardrobe change? Just curious. So personally, I just don't really have that many nice suits that fit very well. You guys know I'm a fat individual, so if something fits my stomach, it may not fit my arms. If it fits my arms, it may not fit my chest. If it fits my chest, it may not fit my belly. It's just kind of one of those things. And by going to that bespoke place, basically like image. Maybe this is it? No. Everything is, oh, you guys can't even see that. everything is kind of just made to fit me. So the arms fit very, very well. The suit on the like front feels very, very well. Everything on for my wrist, they like tailored exactly where I want to. The pants, they tailored exactly where I want to. On top of that, the trousers, I don't have a pair of trousers. It's kind of nice to just have one. So yeah, it's much more of just like, I've been looking for a way to get a nice suit for a while. But if I go into any nice suit place as a guy that's like 3X, actually probably even 4X in some places, basically what ends up happening is if I'm going to drop like $3,000 on a suit, or even $1,000, even $500 on a suit, why am I going to do that if it's not going to fit really well on me? With this suit, everything fits. Like from where the stomach goes to the trousers to where the pockets are located at on the suit, like everything is exactly how I want it to be. From the buttons on the suit, it just makes everything easier. When you're a larger guy, like things mismatch all the time. So maybe if I was wearing pants that fit my stomach, maybe they would make my thighs look too big. Maybe they're too tight around thighs. Maybe they're too loose. There's a whole bunch of different things. I've been kind of lucky, I would say, throughout the years because I'm a larger guy, but I'm also like 6 foot. But if you're like a larger guy and very, very small, it changes the complete way you have to shop, right? Just take the upper body pick and don't wear the pants. Well, I mean, I assume when I'm doing more videos while I'm wearing the suit and things like that and changing shirts up, I'm not going to wear the suit every day at the beginning because I need to have different shirts and things kind of rolling up. I'd like to have some suspenders styles to show some personality. But when I think about it, I probably won't have the trousers on every day. If you guys see me with suspenders, I'm wearing the trousers. If you guys don't see me with the suspenders, I'm not wearing trousers. I'll probably be wearing some basketball shorts or something. Or right now I'm wearing some white chinos right now. Gotta look good. Not streaming Plan B. Wait, what is? I don't know what Plan B is. I don't know. My brain is not clicking right there. Let me know what it means. Michael, we are big boned. Okay, there you go. I've never been afraid to say it. I'm working on it. I'm working out. I take my vitamins and stuff like that. That's the one thing that kind of sucks. Like eating healthy, you're almost kind of starving yourself, or that's what your body thinks is going on. So I just make sure I eat my vitamins, take my fish oil pills, I drink so much water that instead of having Gatorade and stuff or Gatorade Light, I just get the electrolyte packets and I'm, same thing. And it helps me out a lot. But I just need to get even more active, which is why eventually I'm starting to do so much more stuff here with YouTube, because the way I'm going about it is pretty soon you guys are going to have one morning video like we did today. Hopefully it'll be out maybe by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock instead of 10. But again, that's why I have it set to 10 because I know I just woke up late. So I'm going to have one long video anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes long every morning, Monday through Friday. If I'm lucky, it'll be even more than that, but I aim for Monday through Friday. And then I hope to do a couple shorts every day like I did today, where I'm just kind of talking, or I just do a little green screen video on something I like. And then on top of that, even more, I will go on a walk with Loki, or I'll just be out in town, and I'll record myself talking about some news of the day while I'm out and about in the town, or just something going on in my life. Like, hey, I'm at the beach with Loki. Look at this little doggo having fun chasing the seals. That type of stuff, right? So I'm working on it. I think the biggest thing here is I just don't have the energy to do a whole bunch of stuff and be constantly going all day. That's why, like, not even all my friends that do like the crypto YouTubers, you notice they're not streaming all day. They probably do one stream a day, and maybe not even a video. I'm trying to like really go back into the hustle mindset. The guy I would talk about maybe would be crypto lifer. That guy is grinding and grinding and grinding. A lot of the YouTubers that have like over 100,000 subscribers, you don't see them streaming as much as they used to because they don't need to, because they get enough views off of those videos, right? They get the sponsorships, they got that type of stuff. I'm trying to grind and get I want to get every video I have, I want it to get like 10,000 views, something like that. Something along those lines, I would say. I dropped below 195 for about 10 minutes today. If it fits your belly, no fit your booty. There we go. That's also the way to go about it. But it works very, very well. I mean, like, They did a great job with it, a fantastic job, I think you guys like it, because I know I like it already. They're just gonna do it in a flat press. They're hemming up the pants for me. They're making the arms just a tad bit shorter for me, my personal liking, and then that's everything. I'll show you guys everything from the engraved inside to the pattern I have on the inside. The inside pattern is like an atlas map, where it has all the designs and stuff. I think of Civilization. The video game has like an atlas like that on the inside of it, so it's chill. I like it a lot. If only they had a Bitcoin thing, but I wouldn't do that. That'd be too flashy for me. But I am hoping to get a orange suit eventually. That's just all for pro Bitcoin. It's gonna be great. It's not gonna be bright orange. It's gonna be a respectable orange. I don't know if I could wear bright orange. I'd really have to play it off. I'd have to build up some confidence for that one. All those eyeballs, the anxiety. Ooh, baby. Oh, Mustang, I get what you're saying. So if I meet a beautiful woman while I'm out, do I have a backup plan for not streaming your podcast? Apologies for confusion. Okay. Play RuPaul's cover girl and strut your stuff for us. Oh, geez. I don't think I've seen RuPaul before. I know the show you're talking about. I haven't seen it. All I've seen is the commercials for it. Now, as far as meeting a beautiful woman out and about, probably not. I mean, what I would do is I would just say, hey, I have to record a video. I would record the video, and then I'd probably premiere it or something like that, so you guys could have a live stream experience. But there's not much I could do with that type of stuff. Usually what I'll do is I only go and hang out with people on Fridays and Saturdays. That's usually my deal, which is why I typically will be out of here at my house by like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. And then Saturdays, I don't usually stream all too much, or if I do, it's more in the middle of the day. Same with Sundays, more of the middle of the day here. I'm going to try to take Sundays off, though, because I just need 1 day of rest, basically. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, so not really a plan just yet. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll just make a recording of myself or something like that. But the way I would think about it is I would have already done a stream before I met this beautiful lady in the first place. That's probably the best way I would think of that plan working out. Liquid IV and Monster, you're good to go. LOL. Gatorade is trash. I haven't had Gatorade in a while here, but I know it's. I used to drink it quite a bit back in high school. Not really much since then. I've always been much more of a water bottle type of guy. When you have a water that tastes like nothing, it's like magical to me. If you have a water that tastes like anything impure, I don't like it at all. It's why I enjoy Fiji water a lot. Not because it's expensive or something like that. It just doesn't typically taste like much. So because it doesn't taste like much, I enjoy it. And then, bro, oh yeah, man, I appreciate you guys help me out too. I don't know. Bouncing off ideas is always good. I mean, like, what harm does it do telling you guys about my YouTube channel? I've never really figured that out. Like, I've always been kind of open about like how I make money on the YouTube channel, how YouTubers usually get paid in my niche. It's a very different world. And so by being transparent, I just hope it kind of helps you with me understanding where I would partner with an exchange, or I would partner with a company, whatever, and then how other YouTubers are probably doing the same thing. You just probably didn't know how they're getting paid. So that's why I kind of like to help you guys out there, because remember how I told you guys how exchanges get, how I make money from exchanges? They'll give me a flat fee, like maybe $1,000 a month, okay? And then on top of that, what do? I get 50% of the commissions. So when you guys are trading a lot, I make money, right, off the fees. And I put that back towards the channel, all that type of good stuff. However, the way I looked at it when I first learned about this was, this must be why so many crypto influencers tell all of the people to be trading all the time. It's because they want that recurring 50% commissions to always be hitting their bank account every day. And that's why I explained, like, hey, you guys don't have to trade. Even at the beginning, you guys don't have to trade. There are different opportunities for today. Like right now, we talked about the buying opportunity. So far, that one seems to be working out. There's a big level of resistance. We'll see if it'll hit. But if you don't, you're not going to kill me. You know what I mean? But I feel like some crypto influencers, they act like their house depends on you trading a shit ton of money with 100x leverage every day. When in reality, I mean, I hope it doesn't, but it most likely doesn't, right? And when those people are influenced to trade, it messes them up because they trade when they probably shouldn't, and they end up losing a bunch of money, which is always nobody wants to lose money in a crypto market, especially in a bull market like this. As weird as this bull market has been. Hey, Gambit, bounce. Yeah, right now the goal is to bounce up and start heading back to $62,000 here. Okay, hold on a second here, guys. Loki is just getting feisty. Hello. Did you want to come up here and say hi to people? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No licking the face. No. I got coconut oil on my beard, so he's like, ooh. Uh, yeah. You want another treat? Okay. This is the last treat he gets. Now my nose is wet. Yeah. I gotta clean that off. It's a dark mark. What? Oh, Jesus. Got some sharp teeth there. Alrighty, back over here. Oh, yeah. Exchange funds also help go to paying for Loki's treat budget and his raw meat diet. Basically a bunch of beef. Alright, there we go. I'm not a big fan of Crypto Lifer. I tried watching one of his live streams. It just wasn't Mike. I'm all to myself, but the reason I think I'm different is because I kind of just embrace the boring side, and it's very hard to do that with YouTube, because the road to glory is much more slow, arduous, and at sometimes just very taxing. Remember, I don't do all the flair and stuff. It's not me. And so because I don't do that, the YouTube algorithm does not necessarily promote me to the masses. What YouTube wants from me as a streamer is to keep you guys hyper engaged for very long amounts of time. So right now, the average person that's watching the stream is watching me for about 10 to 15 minutes, looks like right now. Okay? 10 to 15 minutes. If I wanted to have like 500 to 1,000 people watching me, that number might have to jump up towards like 30 minutes. And I know for a fact, because I can see all this data live, if I do crazy stuff and I start moving and doing a bunch of stuff, the numbers actually climb quite rapidly. And it's because I'm adding value plus entertainment. But man, it's just, remember, I got ADHD. The more I move around and do stuff, I literally will get a headache within like 10 to 15 seconds of me amping myself up. So I typically don't try to do that all too much. I forget what I'm doing and whatnot. I'm zooming around, and that's when you guys hear me kind of do this weird stutter type of thing. It's because my brain is like short-circuiting temporarily, where I just need to like fix myself and go. But yeah, what do you call it? But if you guys are ever looking for someone that's streaming during something really bad happening, Crypto Lifer is usually one of the guys. I'm friends with Tom Crown. He normally streams, I think, during more midday, but he's on the East Coast, so he's able to do that. There's Crypto Wendy. I don't know her too much personally, but I have met her once. I think she's gonna be at Bitcoin Nashville. Maybe I'll say hi in person. I know a lot of influencers out there, but each one of you guys has your own type of flavor of who you like. There's also Jordan Cameron is out there. There's BitBoy. Trying to think of the other influencers out in the space. There's a lot of Twitter ones. There's a lot of Twitter ones. I just don't follow the Twitter ones all too much. I'm trying to get to know them more. You guys will see me on more spaces, I think, in the future on Twitter. So as I talk about them, Crypto RS is one. I kind of want to be friends with him. Invest Answers is one. I don't know too much about him, but he may be interesting. So different types. And again, but Lifer's, oh, hey, I see blockchain. Happy to see my man. Lifer's cool. It knows his shit. Just lost his parents. Oh, yeah, I get that. I've definitely been there, literally. I'm sure your dedication levels were elevated when you came across him. Dedication levels. So we were rats. What? Oh, I'm so confused right now. But yeah. It's been a good time. Don't tell the future women, please. They will use you for the good and looks and money. Oh, what do you call? Don't worry about that. I'm not getting married in America here. The law, whatever country I end up finding a wife in, the law, what do you want to call that type of stuff? Prenuptial agreements, all set in stone. I mean, it's going to be, they're either going to have to they're going to have to accept it. There's not going to be any, this, that. No. When I get married, yeah, I don't want to lose my Bitcoin. I don't want to lose my crypto. I don't want to lose my channel, all that type of crap. No. Yeah, it's going to be very, yeah. And besides, they probably won't know what I do for a while. Basically, what I'm going to tell them I do is I'm just going to say I'm an advisor, because technically I'm moving into that role myself here over the next few months. So I'll be advising the government, actually. So that's always a cool little thing to do. George, we're all George. I love that name. I thought about doing something similar, but I just couldn't find out anything close. That wouldn't sound like it's copying it, So I'll figure it out. And hey, Steve, thank you very much for Loki Snacks. He appreciates it a lot. If he was here, I'd have him say hi, but I think he went somewhere. Maybe my sister's home or something. My sister went out to eat with her friends, and so she's going to be back a little bit later. Austin Hilton is the worst that he pushes his algo indicator and Marge X for half his videos, but also he just offers no value. He puts like 4 to 5 videos out, all say the same damn thing. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying there. What I'm going to start doing is actually, I was inspired by Austin in a way, not just him, but a few other people were talking to me. Oh, I guess I don't know Austin, but a few people talking to me about, and they use his channel as an example. I kind of want to do one meme coin video a day, or one meme coin video every other day, just talking primarily about meme coins. And then if that does pretty well, I want to do another one talking about AI tokens. So like every Monday is meme coin Monday, every Wednesday is AI Wednesday or something like that, AI Thursday, I don't know. But I want to do something like that. But they would just show me how he puts out so much content every day, and I was like, oh shit, I want to put out much content, but it has to be valuable, right? Which means they might be short and sweet and not long and non-valuable. If that makes sense. I could see you with George. I'm hoping to meet him in Bitcoin Nashville. Like I said, I booked my tickets to Nashville. Let me hold on a second here. I don't know. I can't show you guys. Let me see. What can I show you that I can't? Do I have a picture that I already took a screenshot of? There we go. I'm booked. I'm going from Thursday to Sunday. I literally get back in the early, like 12 o'clock Monday morning over here, so I'm not like there Monday. But yeah, I am flying out to Nashville. I think it cost me like $2,000 to fly out there, so it's not like terrible. I'm a first class big boy, as you guys know, so I enjoy drinking a lot on planes. Like, if you guys know my face by now, you guys know when I have drunken with you guys in the past. It usually takes a while for me to show that I'm actually drunk. I'm kind of buzzed. On the plane, I just start slapping back Woodford Reserves, Woodford Reserve, Woodford Reserve, Woodford Reserve, a ton of it. The only thing I don't know is usually I only fly Delta. Because the Delta flights were like a cool $800 more for this particular day, I was just like, fuck Delta. I'm going to go with American Airlines. So this will be, I think, my first ever time flying with American Airlines. So I don't know what the first class is like. I don't know what the boarding process is like. I don't even know what the check-in process is like. Do they have a first class security line access? Do I have to stay in, do I have to walk with the commoners through normal airport security? I haven't walked through normal airport security in years, right? They have this like sky priority line or something like that. So I'm going to have to figure all this stuff out. It's going to be very, very interesting. Kind of excited about it, but I'm just hoping I get my pre-flight drink and I can just lay back down, fall asleep, do what I gotta do. Because I'm leaving at midnight in Seattle, I think, or like maybe 1 o'clock, something like that, and I'm arriving early morning in Nashville. I'm going to go basically drop off my suit and stuff at the hotel, see if they have early check-in. But at early check-in, like 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever it is, that's kind of an extreme early check-in if you ask me. So I'm going to have to wait for that, and then I'm going to proceed to go to the conference. If I'm lucky, I will be able to stop off at another influencer's place and just drop myself off there, and then go straight to the event. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of rapid fucking pace the first day. The second, third, and fourth day, all easy. But I heard there's gonna be some parties and stuff that I don't want to miss that first day, so I'm gonna show up and be at those types of events. Yeah, meme coin money. So that's what I was thinking, right? When they were showing me that guy's page, the Austin page, it's like a meme coin every fucking day, every freaking hour. I like talking about meme coins. I do. I made a lot of money off of them the last cycle here when I sold them off in March. I just can't talk about them every day. There's not that much news about meme coins every day. George's Crypto's Kramer. Oh, man, he needs to come out and say, okay, he needs to say that the stock market's about to go to all-time highs again. Appreciate that, Tony. And hey, Mr. Tinker, happy to see my man. What about the debate? Oh, wait, so let me answer this. Put the house in your parents' name or perhaps a family trust. I have no parents, man. There is no house. This house that I live in right now, this is my grandparents' extra house. This is not my house. I pay them quite nicely for the rents for it. But basically, what happened was my grandparents own a few houses. They have some money to them to name now that they're retired and stuff like that. They've had an issue with the squatter. This is a few years ago. They were having issues with squatters. So they were very afraid of taking a new person on, right? I mean, my grandparents are in court right now to get rid of the squatter. It's just like just time after time, bad history of renting. It's almost like you have to price the people out, which is crazy, by having the price be so much higher. But for this place, my mom was living upstairs. My grandma was looking for a way to get more income so she could help pay for some of my mom's medical bills. Like, we were both helping. And so instead of that, I told my grandmother I'd come in here, pay a premium for the place. And then since my mom was sick, before she passed, I would help take care of her when the nurses weren't available. So the nurses would only be here for like the whole day, but not the whole night. So I'd be here for the night. If you guys recall, like my streaming schedule last year was very erratic, very, very erratic because I was taking care of my mother. So here, since my mom passed, I started, I cover everything. I allow my sister to stay here. She has a guest room that she can just use as much as she wants to. But when I move out of here, I think what I'm going to do is basically keep paying rent for this place for my grandparents. And then I got to figure out if I want to have my grandparents sell it, because it's basically coming to me. Do I want my grandparents to sell it and just put the money in a trust for me? Or do I want to, I don't know. Do I want to just have this house as a place for me to come back to and retreat to if needed? Lots of choices, really, right? Lots of choices. At this point in time, I don't know. So that's something I have to make up my mind about. But right now, no, I don't really feel like owning a house for quite a bit of time. Instead, I feel more inclined to own land of which I can build a house upon. But I think that's for, a different type of day. That's way into the future. I'm gonna be a fucking hermit that was maybe within like an hour and a half of a city, but not within an hour of the city. It's gonna be a nice open yard. Maybe it'll be on a lake or somewhere very, very nice with a nice view. It just has to have good internet. I might even just have to get Starlink, and I'd be fine with that. The only thing is Starlink would have to have like an upload speed for me to be comfortable of anywhere between like 60 to 80 megabytes per second, which right now I don't know if it does. Yeah, upload speeds are between 5 and 20. So it just needs to be a little bit better. And in the next few years, I expect it to be. Right? Next few years, I expect it to be. Should we buy Trump meme coins for tomorrow? I would say yes. If you guys want to take on that gamble, it is much more of a blackjack type of play. It's not so much of a technical analysis. But yes, you can expect a lot of popping off going on through that debate here. Every time it gets fired up or he scores a victory, sure. The only thing that's kind of a wild card here, even more than it already is a wild card, there's no audience. CNN does not want an audience because Trump really can liven up a crowd. He's very charismatic when it comes to those types of crowd events. They don't want that to be a part of the thing because then it makes the moderators look bad when they ask a bad question that he makes fun of them for it, and then the audience laughs. They feel bad about it. So that's the only wild card. I would say there's no audience there. But yeah, better likely than not, there's gonna be some great volatility going on through those throughout the debate. What is Woodford Reserve? Oh, sorry, Woodford Reserve. Woodford. It's this. Actually, this is it, right? Okay, so there's two types. Here's one from Total Wine. This is a nice cheap one right here. It's good. It's good. It's good. 750 milliliter, 1 liter. I don't know. I think both those are fine. This is what I'll normally have on the airplane because this is what they offer. If I'm drinking this at a bar, they actually have a better version of this called Double Oaked. This is smooth. It's delicious. So this is what I normally have my my old fashions with. It's double oaked, Woodford Reserve. It's very, very good. I'd highly recommend it. But yeah, just a type of drink. American Airlines least likely to be hijacked again. Bag check with concierge and beignets and a cafe. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I'm just looking for what do you call. I'm hoping American Airlines is good. I've just never flown with them before. I don't know the process. I might have flown with them maybe when I was a little kid, but I just don't recall it at all. And thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was back in October. I've been able to heal through it, but yeah, I was fucking horrible when my mother died. It was it was bad. Austin probably makes a ton of money from all this shit coins that pays him to talk about their project. He'll do anything. He's got no shame, but okay, I'm done talking shit about Austin now. What do you call? Well, that's the thing. I don't know how I'm supposed to talk about so many coins because I don't want to get in trouble in that respect, right? So I'm going to be talking about a few different things on Meme Coin Mondays. There's going to be meme coins like a Dogecoin, a Shibu, a Mog, things that we've been knowing for a while. Here they've been doing pretty good. Book of Meme, whatever. Then, second, there's going to be tokens like airdrops. So low market cap tokens are being airdropped to exchanges. So if you have money on this exchange and you trade a little bit, you're going to get a free airdrop of tokens, which will be fantastic for you because that means you just don't have to buy so much. Right? Then, third, it'll be those new tokens that are coming out of nowhere. And that's where the worry is for me, because I'm going to be looking for these gems, and I've told you guys about it before. You can't look at them any other way than a gamble. You just can't. There's no other way to look at them, and because of that, like I'm going to talk about them. I was teetering, but like no. So you guys have been asking me about these types of plays. I'm going to have to try to find a way to just look for those new tokens, look at through Telegram groups like that, and see what looks like a worthy gamble, because that's all it is, a gamble. And then finally, with the airdrops and exchanges, they'll also just be separate airdrops. So like if you hold this token, you also get this airdrop for this point in time, that type of stuff. But I'm going to have a couple friends help me out with that one who know much more about the airdrop type of world. I don't know enough about the airdrop world besides the exchange part of it, right? Supply and demand, got it. Making no more land. That's why I mentioned homesteading so much. Oh yeah, sell the house and buy Bitcoin. Oh no, I'm not going to buy Bitcoin with the money from the house. What do you call? I'm probably going to use it in much more relaxed investments. Do you have a toy for me to play with? Well, if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to ignore you. Okay, see, he has a little rope ball. And Bitcoin's getting pushed down here. Jeez. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it just yet. It's nice just to have a bundle of cash. I don't know what I'd use it for just yet. It could be an emergency situation. It could be for something else. I don't know, but it'd be there. Remember, land is much cheaper than a house, and I'm not going to buy land anywhere near the city. I used to not live far from this. I used to live far from the city, excuse me. But the city, the suburbs kind of came rushing in, and now I'm just like, there's traffic everywhere I fucking go. I don't really like it. There's crime appearing in my streets in my neighborhood, and I'm like, damn, what the hell's going on? Luckily, I have a sheriff that lives on my block, which is just like, thank you, Lord. So nobody ever fucks around in this area. But I mean, when the city starts moving, you feel that there's more traffic, more people going to the mountains than there used to be before. When you used to be able to go down these roads speeding at like 60 miles an hour, even though the speed limit was like 45, now everybody has to go like 30 because there's so much traffic packed back to back. Oh, I don't like the city, guys. I don't like it. Not my jam. Bourbon wine. Oh, I like both. I mean, as far as wine goes, what's the wine that I just tried out a couple days ago with my cigars? It's a very good wine. I need to buy a bottle of it. I have some wine I have to pick up actually this week. It's I got like 10 bottles I got to pick up. Camus wine. There you go. Camus Vineyards. I like this stuff a lot. The price is decent. It's respectable. Um, but yeah, it's just very very good, very clean, very smooth. It works very very well with cigars. Nice fruity palate. Man, they're still trying to push Bitcoin down. This is absolutely absurd. That's the best thing. Oh yeah, it's a good one right there. It's definitely a good one. I'd highly recommend the double oak. The double oak. I think my grandparents are throwing a party actually in a couple weeks. I think. Yeah, I'm got invited to that one, so I'm probably going to be drinking quite a bit there. They have a huge liquor cabinet, massive. My grandparents do, but neither of them really drink. So, guess who gets to make cocktails? Me. And hey, Jay Ford, 60K is Bitcoin's new low and last low. I hope you're right now. 60,000 bucks. What are we at right now? 60,870. We're trying to hold support right now. It's not been working out the best, but we've been trying here. I just want to see if by the end of today we actually make that breakout, make that larger move. I think even if we kind of pause here, as long as we're going sideways, I think we're going to be fine here. I just don't want to see us continue to move down over the next couple hours. That would indicate to me a much stronger move back down towards the 58s and stuff like that, which is never a fun thing to see, really. Manhattans are very nice, primarily for me because they're not as sweet as an old fashioned, and they don't have the rock inside of them. So there's just a lot more liquid that I like. Whereas old fashions, that rock, I mean, after a while, that thing just waters down that drink to an extreme. Where do I buy the Biden coin? I do not know. Typically, if you want to find a coin, you have to go over here to Coin Market Cap. Do Biden. There's a lot of Biden tokens here, and I have no idea which one you may choose. The one that has the highest market cap has like laser eyes and stuff. It's up like 8%, 16% today. It's only 8 million market cap, so very, 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 very tiny. However, that being said, go over here to markets. You can get it on Jupiter, OpenOcean, HIBT, XT.com, and Uniswap. Those are your options. Your only options. Yeah, more Jupiter and Bilaxy. Those are literally your options right now. You got to swap for it. You got to pay the fees and all the the gas fees and stuff. Is it worth it? Probably if you want to have some fun with it. But treat it as literally going to gamble. Don't treat it as something of I'm buying this and I'm 100% making money. If this thing pops off tomorrow even more, scale out as fast as you can, and then leave that last 20% in just to see what happens with it. But after the debate is over, it's most likely going to come down because all the excitement is going to be wearing off. So just be aware of that. The thing about new gyms is that we know you wouldn't just talk about anything. I think we all know you do a little research at the least before posting a gym. But yes, they all gamble. We know. Yeah, but even still, so I talked about it. I talked about a token a long time ago. I was testing this theory out, and I found this token. I think it was like a zero token or something like that. I put like $100 into that sucker. I lost it all, and I'm pretty sure it was like a slow rug type of investment, right? So, like, even knowing that, it's still just like I was like, damn, you know. So it spooks me a little bit more. Like but I'll just tell everybody like a lot of times like, hey, this is a gamble. Have fun, but this is a gamble. That way people really understand it. I just don't want the new investor that thinks, oh my God, this guy on YouTube with 100,000 followers, he just said this token has a chance of going up. And so I'm gonna put like $20,000 into it. Like, no, man, I'm talking about putting like $50 into it, $25 into it, you know? You know what I mean? And people just like, I'm trying to protect people from themselves, understand that they're going to do the dumb shit either with or without me, right? If they don't find my Meme Coin Monday, they're going to find Austin's videos. And then they're going to go berserk with that, adding 15,000s to it. An army buddy sent me a WSG 15 pack of wine bottles, all different types. They were delicious, free. Seems to taste the best. I definitely agree with you there. I love a good bottle of wine. I really, really do. I think I'm going to have one tonight, actually, a little bit later on. And hey, Gatsby, happy to see my man. See, physicals, and yeah, I mean, that could work out too. I never knew I liked wine. Wine, it's definitely very, very good if you ask me. It's just there's so many different types. There's bad wines, there's good wines. There's, dry, sweet. I'm not a sweet wine type of guy. I'll drink it, but I like stuff like a duckhorn, like duckhorn wine. Oh my God. When I'm in Vegas, this duckhorn wine is very, very, very good. Highly recommend it. There's another duckhorn that's actually more expensive. That one right there. That's it. Yeah, this one's also very, very good. I would say this one's better, but it's not worth the price better, if that makes sense. They actually have duckhorn, and when I go to that restaurant with the view of the water fountains that I go to every time in Vegas, they have duckhorn, and I usually will just drink that while I'm there, unless I fancy a cocktail or something. Turbo was amazing. Yeah, I mean, but things like Turbo, you can buy them on an exchange. And so I feel much more confident about talking about them. And that's one of the reasons I like Blowfin so much. Like, if you guys want to get into meme coins when they're just starting off, and they're much more high risk, and still they're very high risk, use my link for Blowfin. I kid you not, that's where all the low market cap plays are at. Things like a Ponk or, ZKU, the market caps that are below like 15 million, below 20 million. This is why I started to partner with them, because I was like, oh, yes, I can actually buy some tokens over here and see where it goes. And remember, when I had that, this is a while ago now, but when I had that good trade with Blowfin, no, that was the 13x one, that was the 1x one, what's the 3x one? Yeah, there we go, 3x leverage one. When I did that trade with them, we made that money. I was like, woo! And I sold it off. I sold it off too early, but in hindsight, it was perfect because I made a bunch of money off of it, and I'm happy to do so again, right? Duckcoin? No, Duckhorn. Duckhorn. Yeah, it's a good one. I keep Luxardo cherries at home for the bourbon Manhattans with local orange. There you go. Not having those cherries is a crime. They are delicious. A little expensive, but man, when you eat one at the very end of a drink, it's magical. It's absolutely magical. I ever used Photon? I have not used Photon before. Gamble only? Oh, yeah, they're always gambles. Most tokens in the market that we trade are gambles. I'm like, Bitcoin I like, Ethereum I like, Solana, different things like Dogecoin's actually making business moves. The AI tokens, yeah. But stuff like a Turbo, yeah, it's much more of just like gamble. It's a huge gamble. Yeah, that's the way it is. I love wine. I'm drinking a glass now, but when I order a glass at a bar, I'm like, you got to keep pouring, right? Get a double, yeah. I mean, that's what I like about the casinos out here. When I go to the casino lounges, they fill it up, and they do a good job with it. Have I heard about the BTCC exchange, Michael? I've heard about it in the past. I think they tried to offer me a sponsorship offer back in the day. I didn't like their exchange back then, but I think it was just because it was kind of slow. I would test it out and see if you like it or not. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't used that sucker in quite a bit of time. They're an older exchange, so they've been around for a minute. So they've survived, I think, a couple bear markets, which is kind of giving. That's why I was like looked into them in the beginning. But yeah, I think they're overall okay. I would just make sure the trading is kind of right where it meets your needs as far as getting in and out at reasonable speeds. All right, but okay, everybody, I'm gonna call it a night right now. Hopefully, Bitcoin doesn't crash as soon as I end off this stream. I have to let Loki outside. He's whining like a baby over here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's doing this. Are you okay? His ears are down and everything, so he's like, "Hey, I need to go." It's like a worried sign. But yeah, so things overall, they're still bearish as ever. We're looking at some hope for later on today. We'll see if it actually manifests. High risk rollers are going to be taking a buying opportunity right now and see if we're going to break out with the stop loss around $60,000. If you're more of my boring strategy, you're pretty much just waiting for that change of character to hit on the 4-hour chart. And even then, it's not going to be the best of plays, primarily because the daily chart isn't bullish in and of itself as well. So give it some time, everybody. Think about it. Have a good night. I'm going to go to the cigar lounge. I'm going to try to make a video for you guys tonight. Last night, I tried to make a video, but basically YouTube wouldn't let me play it because one of my friends was playing music out there on his speaker. And so YouTube terminated the video as soon as I uploaded it. So I was just like, okay, I'll try it again next day. All right. So have a good night. Next Monday will be the first Meme Coin Monday. And tomorrow, remember, it's going to be a very late night stream because I am coming back from Seattle late at night with my suit. And you guys will see me in the suit